2016, December 9th. How to choose a smartphone. There are some criteria which you should insist on when you choose a smartphone. The problem is that today sometimes it is hard or even impossible to find a phone which fulfills all of these criteria. But anyway, these are the criteria. So, 1. Removable battery. I know that only LG produces phones with removable batteries today. Maybe Samsung too in its mid-range products, but not in its flagships anymore. The Note 4 and the S5 were the last flagships by Samsung which had a removable battery, and they are still the best in their series, if you ask me. So not just because of this, but also because of this. So, removable battery. Why? 1, because when your battery starts to die, ends its lifespan, and it is sometimes the first part to end its lifespan. If you can buy another battery and replace, it is easy in a phone with a removable battery. You don't have to pay anyone except for the battery and maybe for its delivery. You don't have to go to a laboratory and then who knows what they will do with your phone. Maybe this is for another video. You don't have to wait in the line there. You don't have to pay for the lab. You don't take risk again in the lab. Nothing. You just replace it yourself. Cheaper, faster, better. Now, number 2 is, and by the way, this is one way in which they force you in a way to buy a new phone, because when you give it to a lab, you have to wait a lot of time until you get your phone back. You stay without a phone, and so you buy another one. So what did you gain? So okay, they fixed your suppose that they really fixed your phone and didn't replace another part of your phone with a damaged part which they gave for another one with a good battery which they replaced with yours. Suppose they didn't do it. Still, you remained without your phone for, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, I don't know, maybe more. So you buy another one. So what did you gain? This is one way in which they encourage you to replace your phone, to buy a new one. Number 2, choose the lowest possible screen resolution. Today new phones come with at least Full HD, Double HD, 1080p, whatever it is called. It is already too much, and it is already too rare, because most phones come with a QHD today, which is really, really bad. Why? Because 1, it takes more electricity from your battery. It drains your battery faster, because heavier graphics need more processing, and so it wastes your battery more. Also, by doing this, it destroys your battery quicker, because it requires more charges to your battery, more recharges. Number 3, it makes your processor and graphical processor work harder, because it needs to control more pixels, and this way it makes it heat more and end its lifespan faster, like in the famous boot loop problem in some devices. You can do your checking. I don't want to risk myself saying which brand it was, but search for boot loops anyway, for boot loop on the internet. So it destroys your battery faster. It also takes more electricity, so you have to charge your phone more often. It destroys your GPU and CPU quicker. Maybe just your GPU, I don't know, at least one of them. Also, it makes your phone work slower, again, because of that over processing needed to control more pixels. Wastes more battery, destroys it quicker, makes your phone heat more, and by doing this destroys it faster and makes it slower, and it probably makes it more expensive too, because you need a stronger GPU to handle it, and because you need a finer technology to create a higher resolution display. So QHD is bad in smartphones. No need for it at all. You cannot distinguish between a QHD and the full HD with your eyes, and even if you could, it is not worth it. Again, you should prefer the lowest possible resolution for your screen. Full HD already too much. If you could opt for 720p resolution, it would have been better than a 1080p. But I know today 1080p is the lowest, and no need for any more than it. QHD is just bad. So, removable battery was one thing, lowest resolution possible is another thing. Now, of course, the longer warranty on your phone is better. I know that one brand moved from 2 years warranty to 1 year's warranty in 2016. I will not give the name because I don't want to risk myself, but you can ask people, you can check. There is that brand, the same brand, by the way, that stopped producing phones with removable battery in 2015. 2014 was the last time they produced flagships with removable battery. Anyway, I think that Qualcomm with their Snapdragon is actually a bad producer of motherboards for phones, because check again, the boot loop came in one of their Snapdragons, 808 I think. So I know they had a lot more types of CPUs which didn't have the same boot loop, but it is still theirs. They did not take responsibility, at least as far as I know. So people that chose Qualcomm got burned. So what? And by the way, I know that in some phones you could choose either 8-course variant of Samsung, 8 cores of Samsung, or 4 cores of Qualcomm. Of course, each Qualcomm core was a bit faster than each core of Samsung, but just a bit faster, and it is 4 compared to 8, so if you multiply 8 by the slightly smaller amount and compare 4 by the slightly bigger amount, still the 8 is better than the 4, unless other factors factor in, but I'm not an expert about these things, but I believe that the Samsung with 8 cores were better. And again, Samsung didn't have the same overheating and yes, I know Note 7, I know, but I'm not sure that it is because of the processor. The Note 7 also had a Qualcomm motherboard. I'm not saying that it happened because of the Qualcomm, because again, there were a lot more phones with Qualcomm in which it didn't happen. Maybe it happened because of the battery, I don't know. But the S7 had Samsung cores, and it didn't have these problems. Note 7 had Qualcomm. Why they moved from the 8-core Samsung to 4-cores Qualcomm, I don't know. But this is what happened. I don't know. So this was another thing. Another thing is I/O Blaster. Phone needs to have I/O Blaster. I mean universal remote controller. Some brands stopped supplying, equipping their phones with it, but some brands keep the I/O Blaster in their flagships, maybe not just in their flagships. So I/O Blaster, very important, very nice when you can handle your air conditioner or television, or maybe something else. I don't know. Very good that you can do it with your phone. Why not to have it? It costs too much already, so why not? This is another one. What more? Expandable memory. Expandable memory is a must. Why not? Why not allow the how is it called? Memory slots. It is very helpful when you can add, I don't know, someday it will be 256 gigabytes someday. Maybe for very rich people that day is today. Very nice when you can add 256 to your 16 gigs, 32 gigs, 64 gigs, whatever you have. Very important. And like the removable battery, it is not something that should be given up on. I think of course there are more things, but these I think are the most important. And the quick charge. This is not a plus. So it ruins your battery quicker, even if it is an original charger. Don't do it. Just don't quick charge your phone. Don't do it. It destroys your battery. Charge it slow, or have another battery, I don't know, and charge them both slow. Don't use quick charge. Okay.